What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the members of the channel. Shout out to the Point of View crew and Trip on This. This is the worst I've ever felt making a video in front of a camera. Just feel like straight up, homeboy, comparison escapes me. I can use the adjective horrible, but that doesn't even come close to covering it. Now does it? Restless legs, knees hurting, elbows hurting, hot flashes, cold flashes, but the anxiety is the one that's like, we got him, coach! Dude, the anxiety just jumps off the ropes. And it's like, 1, 2, 3, another win for anxiety! No, I'm not going to win. I'm going to win. I thought I was going to win if I took 10 Benadryl last night, because those help with the restless legs and the anxiety, but I probably could have took 5. 10 was straight up overkill, and I'm paying for it now because, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Sounded good. I'm paying for it because I feel like shit, I guess. I probably feel like shit anyway, but I don't know, man. I need to record some videos, and I'm not going to start this one over. I've already tried to do this like 10 times. I get to about here, and I'm like, I don't like how that was so far. We just have to go with it, because I don't know if it's going to get any better than this right here, considering my state of mind right now. Is this, but we got to pull it together. We need to make content. We need to make videos. I want to go to the hospital, bro, but it's a 3-day weekend. So I'm just going to have to just, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm never going to stable out and never get well. Is this my life? For now on, this is just me? How it's going to, I hope not, bro. I really hope not. So, this video, I got 3 stories on some shot caller bloopers. Some shot callers that made the wrong call. They're supposed to go left. They went right. They fuckered it all up, homeboy. So we got some cool stories. But, you know, before I tell the stories, I have a very, very important public service announcement for the Point of View crew. Where you at? Now, who here is aware of the fact that the big homeboy 2 Scoops, his wife, has a YouTube channel called Solid Behind Blue Eyes? And I would consider it a personal favor to me if you would go to that channel, like and subscribe, watch the videos, get involved and support. I mean, you should want to anyways, without my suggestion, and without me saying do a favor, because the big homeboy, we should all be doing everything we can to help dude out. He's a good dude. And bro, the machine is messing with them. How would you like to be locked up and just, that I'm talking about an unfair fight. He doesn't have an advantage at all, man. He's locked up, and his captors are giving him hell, bro. So what he needs is some legal advice. He needs a legal team, brother. And I'm sure that all of us collectively can get together and make that happen. My whole prison career, I've always done what was right and what is expected of me when it comes to the big homeboys. Why should I stop now? So none but the utmost respect to 2 Scoops and his wife. Point of View crew, please go subscribe to Solid Behind Blue Eyes. Watch the videos, like and support. And when the links pop up to donate, saying get that legal team, kick in. Kick in if you can. Because we got to show the big homeboys some love. Now, that being said, let's get on to our first story. You guys notice I'm like, I'm going to try to stop it. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to make myself sit still. Okay? I'm going to do it. I mean, I can see myself, clearly. Don't want to do it. Did I look like the guy in front of the tire shop? That's like, that guy that they fill full of hot air and he does the dancing thing? Wait a minute. Am I full of hot air? Splinter. Okay, hey, so trip out. I'm an ICDTP, in custody drug treatment program. Says still Splinter. ICDTP. It's a violation. You violate your parole, they'll say, hey, you want ICDTP? It's 60 days in county jail and 30 days on the street in a program. But the 60 days in county jail is just not like on the farm or pre-trial amongst everybody else. No. They have all the ICDT, oh my goodness gracious. They have all the ICDTP convicts all in one room together. Because you have to do classes during the day. And it's a whole thing, bro. Now, you never leave that room. You eat there, you go to school there, you sleep there, you shower there, brush your grill. You never leave unless you get a little tiny bit of yard or maybe a visit or two. Pardon me. Excuse me. Now when you walk in, there's beds against this wall, beds against that wall, and they're numbered. They're triple rack. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, etc., etc. on the bunks. And when you show up to ICDTP with your state issue bedroll and your tooth powder and your chanclas, and you go walking up, the cop's going to say, hey, welcome to ICDTP. XYZ, LMNOP. Hey, welcome to ICDTP. You are bed 9. And you are at that point expected to walk in with your state issue and go to bed 9 and make your bed. But wait a minute now. The problem with that is the inmates, the convicts, took over who gets to sleep where. We're not going by the cop system of the cop saying, look, you're in 9, you're in 4, you're in 12. Not Charlie Holmes. We're sleeping where we want to sleep. It's a seniority thing. The people been there the longest get the best beds. I mean, you want it top rack. You want it far away from the bathroom. You don't want it by the lights. I mean, there's some sweet racks, bro. And there's some that suck ass. And you're not going to come rolling up first day there and get a sweet rack just because the cops say, hey, you're number 9. No, never that. You're going to come in and you're going to get what's available. It doesn't matter if it's your number or not your number. So they bring in some new people at nighttime, bro. And in comes this big white dude. I can tell he's a Southsider right away by his tattoos. He's a Southsider from Santa Maria. He's actually one of their key holders. He's got a bunch of juice. He's got a bunch of yank. And, bro, they got his back. They love his life. They're just so happy to see him come in the door. And so he comes in, bro, and the cops told him, you know, you're bed 6, whatever. So he goes over to bed 6, and it's taken. He's like, hey, the cops told me I'm bed 6. They go, no, bro, we're doing different here. We're a little bit different. It's seniority. See that open rack over there? Real close to the bathroom? One all the way at the bottom? Yeah, that one right there, bed 3. That's all you, bro. Because someone who's been here longer already got to bed 6. It's a seniority thing. So he goes over to the only open available rack. Bed 3 is looking around at it. And dude, he ain't feeling it. He does not like this system. He wants to get his assigned bed. He doesn't want to go in this one. So he's going to get the cops' attention. But he didn't go knock on the door and be like, cops, hey, Huda, help me out with this. No, but what he did, he just like stood, you know how they do it. You can get the cops' attention without calling the cops. You know, he stands around, he's not making his bed, he's pacing, he's pointing over here, and he's pointing over there, and we're in a bubble. There's like a bubble, and there's 4 dorms, and the cops see them all, and the whole walls are made of glass. And they see that this dude doesn't go in and make his bed. No, they see him walking around a little bit upset, and some other people walking around with them. There's an issue. Obviously, there's an issue, bro. So he straight up got the cops' attention, in my opinion, and in the opinion of others. Kind of like a dry snitch almost. So the cops come walking in like, hey, you know, what's the problem? He goes from dry snitching to all the way snitching here in a minute. So the cops come walking in. Hey, what's the problem? It's, you know, lights are out. They bring people in at nighttime. You need to make your bed and go to bed. He's like, but someone's in my bed. Dude, he spilled the beans, didn't he? He gave it all up. Someone's in my bed. You said go to bed 6. So someone's sleeping there. And the cop's like, wait a minute. And the cops go get the bed card. And they come in. And they make everybody get out of their bed. Some people were asleep. It's 10:30 at night. Make everybody get out of their bed. Go into the day room, quote unquote. And sit there while they manipulate the bed cards and figure out who goes where. And everybody goes back into their assigned bed area. And the whole time I'm thinking this dude's going to get his ass whipped. He is going to get a straight issue. They're going to knock this dude off. I don't care if he is one of their shot callers from the neighborhood. He just came in and just messed up program, got the cops involved and told. So we're all sitting around like, okay, it's going to be on a crack in here in a little bit. Cops come in, adjust everybody to where they're supposed to go, and then the cops leave, and then me and my homeboys were posted waiting for the fight to happen, and it never happens. Instead, hugs and kisses, they open up some pork rinds and start sharing. Now, there's a dude from Santa Maria who I'm pretty close with. He got shot in a drive-by, and I was buying all of his tramadols off him. He was messed up from getting shot, and to say prescribed him tramadols, I'd buy him. Every once in a while, he would say, Splinter, I had to take it this morning. I had a bad night, my back was hurting me, I still got a bullet lodged in my knee, I took the tramadol. I'd be like, dude, what's up? I'm buying those off you, you can't do that. No, I didn't say that. I was like, hey man, if you ever feel like you need one and you're hurting, take it. Of course, I'm not going to pay for that one, but I mean, I'll buy them off you if you're not taking them. Anyway, we had a cool little rapport, and I walked up to him and said, dude, what is up with your dude, man? Hey, dude, what's up with your dude? What's up with this guy that just snitched? And he's like, no, that's the homie. Like, I don't care who he is, bro. Are you guys going to handle it? He's like, Splinter, look where we're at, bro. Look where we're at. Yeah, an ICDTP. No one wants to fight there because I'm not going to explain what would happen. It'd be all bad. That's your violation. 60 days there, 30 days out on the streets. And if you were to fuck that off, they'd send you backwards, roll you up, send you to reception, probably end up with a year flat. Year with half, they break you off fat for failing the ICDTP. So no one really wants to bust a grape. He's like, dude, we got our blinders on. Yeah, what dude did was funny style, but look where we're at, Splinter, is what it is. And I'm thinking, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but if one of my homeboys had done that, off the top ropes. I don't give a shiznit where we're at or not. Go get that year flat. At least you're not straight living with a straight up snitch. And on top of that, he's their key holder, bro. He's their shot caller. He's not setting a very good example. And you know what killed me about this dude? Here's what he always said. I do shoe time. I'm validated. I only go to the shoe. That's where I go. I am the head of mainline for 8 years. Shoe on mine. He said it a million times. Then I go to D4 about a year later after this ICDTP trip. I walk into D4. You know, you got the Blacks and Bulldogs top tier, Woods and Southsiders bottom tier. I come walking in with my state issue, and I hear, Splinter! Splinter! And then they'll be doing their lights, so you can see, over here, bro! Over here! And I'm like, who's calling my name? It's one of my homeboys. Who's calling my name? And it's that dude from Santa Maria. That white Southsider dude who snitched out the whole bed sleeping order thing. And now he's just like, oh, it's you? He's like, I'm gonna get at you on paper. He writes me a kite with the lunch, the brown paper sack from your sack lunch. He ripped that off. He wrote me a little kite, and all he said was, hey, homeboy, I got an 18-year-old girlfriend. I feel like a weirdo. He's like 50 years old. That's what he said to me, as if we're friends. And I wrote back one sentence. I said, you are a weirdo. Stay away from me. And then 3 days later, that fool catches a bag to Vacaville. Vacaville is like the exact opposite of the shoe, and I just wanted so bad to yell out on my tier, I thought you said you were going to the shoe! Because he got his transplant bag, he's all, Vacaville, Vacaville. And I'm like, wah, 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 wah. Another knack bites the dust. Hey, another knack. I mean, what a freaking lamer, dog, to go around and say that he was this shoe. A lot of people do that. I mean, dude, you can be anything you want in there. I mean, you'll have dudes in there saying that they're big, high-powered drug dealers, and they own houses and cars, and they have a Caribbean bank account. They're like, can I get a soup? Can I get a soup, homeboy? But I'm a power baller. It's just cray-cray, and this white Southsider shot caller, he wasn't worth the fucking hill of beans, if you ask me. So trip on this, though. Let's talk about the homeboy Silent from Bakersfield. Silent looks the part. He looks the part more than anyone could look the part. He has all tattoos all over his face, neck, hands. He's all totally blasted back. He knows how to do the whole, get out of my way, chair. He knows how to stand all gangster on boy and sit all gangster and shake hands all gangster and walk all gangster. Dude, he can walk the walk, bro. No, let me take that back. He can talk the talk. He cannot walk the walk. But the crazy thing about Silent is even though he's never put in no work, I mean, this fool wouldn't kill nobody, and he wouldn't let nobody die. Silent, you ain't gonna kill nothing, you ain't gonna let nothing die. Even though he's never put in no work, never done jack shit, has 0 points, does CCF time, level 1. Every time he goes to Wall School reception, I hear he always has the keys to the dorms. Why do you always have the keys and you never done jack shit? You don't put in work, and you're just a nobody. But yet, he comes in politic, he wants those keys bad. Like, that's his agenda. Like, he goes in there like, I need these keys. And to me, that's a red flag. Pardon me. I've been throwing up blood, too. I won't throw up on camera, though. It's a red flag. If you want the keys, I'm thinking you're hiding something. Because if someone was going to shoot a kite into the dorm and say, hey, Silent's all bad, if Silent has the keys, guess what? Silent gets the kite. And he opens it up, and it's saying Silent is bad. Silent throws it away. So, dude, that's self-preservation. Put yourself in a leadership role. And all that. But, so yeah, Silent always gets the keys, though. But he was in C2, and I'm in C1 with Giant. Giant had the keys. Silent had the keys of C2. There's a homeboy who got named Silver. who was doing life right now. He started out on a 5-month violation, got drunk, murked somebody, took their wind, stomped him out, brains all over the wall, and picked up a life sentence while drunk instead of a 5-month violation. Silver, you know he's just hating life. You know he's probably still kicking himself in the ass. So Silver is in Silent's dorm and he steals a tray. Steals a dinner tray, a hamburger. So he was hungry. Now you can't steal, even though it's a state issue, you can't steal because you can't be a thief. I mean, I shouldn't even have to say because. You just can't steal, period. But you really can't steal the food, the state issue food, because that belongs to the porters. The porters issue out all the food, they get what's left. If you go rip off a hamburger, you're stealing. And you're stealing from the porters, and they're going to be mad about it. So old Silver stole a hamburger. They caught him, and then Silent said he needs his ass whipped. And they took him up in the bathroom. They 3-on-1'd him, gave him 23 seconds, whipped his ass. Cops saw it, and then took Silver out and shot him to C1 where we were. And Silver came right into me and Giant and said, hey, I stole a hamburger. They beat me up. Shoot a kite over there, and you'll find out what's up. I'm like, damn, you got long gut? You starving or what? We really didn't care. We weren't mad at him. He already got beat up for it. I mean, he's not going to get more punishment from us. But that's what Silent wanted, because Silent sends a kite. Hey, Silver's over there. He stole a hamburger, ripped off the porters. We gave him 23 seconds. He's over there with you guys now. He's like, hey, continue on with the ass whipping. Continue with the punishment. Give him another 23 seconds. And we wrote Silent back like, Charlie Holmes, you're not going to freaking run our dorm. You're not even running your dorm very good. You think you're going to come over here and run our dorm through a text, tell us what to do, how to handle it? No, we say Silver's good. We say Silver already got punished for that hamburger. Gave 23 seconds. He took his beating like a man. Now he's over with here with us. And he's programming, and he's good. I mean, he's on deck. Something happens, he's right there front line. He don't give a shiznit. But no, dude, we're not going to hit him again. Told that to Silent. Silent sends another kite. Mad as hell. Really trying to tell me and Giant, get rid of that dude. He's trash. Whip his ass. He's a thief. He shouldn't be over here programming. And we just wrote back like Silent. Fucking book a whammer. You're doing too much. You're on that high power hour. You're doing that tough talk, homeboy. Back up, crawdad. So we didn't do nothing to Silent, homeboy. But trip out on this. Because about 6 months after that, when Silent went home and Silver went home, I went to Soledad. Giant got out and moved to Oregon. And then, you know, you get out, but you come back, don't you? It's a revolving door. So Silent paroles, Silver paroles, and then they come back. Silver comes back to H4 about 6 months later, walking in with the state issue, and he sees Silent. And he's like, yeah! He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. He's at the podium with the cops, getting his cup and his spork, and they're telling him the old rigmarole about what Betty's gonna be at, but he's seeing Silent, and he's like, it's on, dude. I'm coming for you, bro. Because Silver was pissed. The Silent kept sending those kites over there trying to get us to jump him again. When all I did was take a punk-ass cheeseburger. Who cares about that sandwich, state issue sandwich? One beating is enough. Silent was really shooting all kinds of kites, trying to get Silver caught up. Now Silver has him, bro, in his hands. He's like, come to Papa. He's going to whip that ass, bro. But he couldn't get a chance. You know why? Silent rolls it up. As soon as Silver can get his spoon and his spork and his cup and his toilet paper, you don't get a spork and a spoon. Only one spooner. What are you doing? When he got his cup, spork, toilet paper, goes over to his bed area, goes to put everything down, then go to find Silent, confront him. Silent's already at the podium. Rolled it up. Shay, roll it up, bro. How you gonna roll it up in like a level 1, level 2 dorm? I mean, it's not like the worst case scenario is gonna happen. You're gonna get your ass whipped. Might be a little embarrassing, but I mean, dude, you're gonna weak sauce. So Silent, bro, he called a shot, came back to bite him in the ass, and he was too hot. He got out of the kitchen. Now trip on this. Woo! I'm not feeling good, dog. Ah! I don't know if I'll ever stable out, bro. I hope so. I hope I can level out. Okay, so now we're going to go to Soledad. North Yard. B-side. I don't know if it's B-side. There's A and B on North Yard. I don't think it's a B-side. B-yard? B-yard on North Yard? I don't know. It gets confusing. I'm over there on B. Now, the guy who has the keys to the yard is a dude named Alabama, a lifer. And, some lifers, bro, are with the business and will get your ass. I mean, when I first started doing time, I thought that all lifers were with the business and would get your ass because what do they have to lose? I'm thinking if a dude's doing life, bro, he's has nothing to lose. He'll just break it off up in you. But then I start meeting some soft lifers. There are some lifers who don't get in trouble. They program. They want to get their points from 50-something all the way down to they're P-coded to a level 2. They want to go to school. They want canteen. They don't want to be in a hole. They don't want to be locked up. They want their visits. They want a program. So the last thing they want to do is go kicking up dust. They want a nice, smooth program. And that's how that Alabama dude was. Just wanted like a smooth program. He didn't want to be locked in the cell. He wanted yard, visits, canteen, phone, all the fun stuff that comes with programming. Well, in the chow hall one morning, a black guy hit an old white dude. And I've told the story before. You can go find it. And in the comment section, a lot of people who were there talk about it. A Southsider was like, yeah, Spooner, I was there. A black dude talked about, yeah. So there's no disagreement on what happened. That a black dude hit an old white guy in the chow hall. I don't even know whose fault it was. I don't know what the old white guy did to deserve it. If anything, I don't know anything except for a black guy hit him. Now there's a little melee right there. Some woods jumped up, some blacks. They had like a little fight. Cops hauled some of them, not all of them, off to the hole. But the guy who started it, the black dude who hit the old white guy, didn't get caught up in it, in the melee. He was allowed to go back to the yard and back to his cell, and he's on the yard programming. The woods are pissed. The woods want that fool gone. Not only did he get some white boys caught up and sent to the hole, because after he punched the old white man, and the white dudes jumped up, of course they're going to get involved. Now they're gone. Now we don't have them. They're in the hole. He cost us some of our people. Plus he hit the old white dude, and the woods just wanted him punished. The woods wanted him to get got, bro. They didn't want him walking the yard, everything all honky-dory. And they're telling Alabama, bro, you need to tell the blacks to get that dude, to remove him or beat him up, or the whites are going to do it. Because it's not cool how he hit the old white man and nothing happened to him. And he's just walking the yard, having a good old time. It makes us look weak. We got to handle that shit. So they're telling Alabama, bro, do something, man. Do something. Tell the blacks to get him, or give us green light, kick a riot off. We're going to rush them if they don't type shit. 2-3 days went by. They played with it. They talked about it. But the whole time, Alabama had his own agenda. He did not want to use violence. He didn't want the white dudes to rush him and kick off a riot. And I don't know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the black dude said, we're not doing nothing about it. We're not going to touch him. You know, if you guys feel like you want to handle it. We're not going to touch him. So Alabama's like in a precarious position. Because the words are screaming, get him! And he's just like, trying to keep the peace. And so you know what he ended up doing? He got together with the cops. They just snuck that black dude to the yard next door. Like in the cloak of night. No one looking, no one walking. They just come to snatch him up. And they move him to A yard. A side, North Yard. Over there. Dude, you think the woods were pissed before? Now they're really pissed. Like, no, bro, we wanted his ass got. And all you did was sneak him over to the other side in the cloak of darkness, thinking no one would see. But we see the Daily Movement Sheep DMS homeboy. We know what's going on. We know that dude's over there. And you dropped the ball big time, Alabama. So there's this Nazi lowrider. Sleeper, I guess. I mean, he's not validated. I mean, I know he was a lowrider, but CDC didn't know. He's on the yard programming. And he wanted the keys. Sometimes when someone has the keys, there's going to be other people that want them. They're just waiting for you to step out of line one little bit, saying go in there and get your position. So this lowrider dude from up north saw that Alabama dropped the ball and has all the woods pissed off at him. So he went behind his back. He got a hit squad, and they hit Alabama for calling that shot. Got him with a box cutter on his neck. It was morning yard. We have our white table right there. We all come out. You meet at the table and you shake and you give hugs. And he was hugging somebody and just went, whoop! Got him, bro. Box cutter. He falls down. A cop goes over and looks at him and sees him, and the cop falls down from the gore of it. And so, dude, Alabama got. He made the wrong move. And then he's in the hole, and he got air flighted out of there. They ended up fixing him up. He didn't pass away, and he's back in the hole. And his wife come to visit him, and his wife saw someone else, another wife who's there visiting her husband. And she's like, what happened? The wife said to the wife, why did they do this to my husband? Like, we don't know what happened. Why'd that happen to my husband? And she said, hey, sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. That's the best thing I could tell you. So yeah, Alabama definitely should not. He should have done what the people wanted. I mean, the people put him in the position to have the power. You gotta listen to the people. They wanted that dude handled. He should have handled him and not snuck him over there just so he can keep his program, his school, his yard, his store, his phones. And that dude from Santa Maria should have just gotten old bed 3. The homeboys say this is how we're doing it. It's by seniority. Take an open rack, stud. He should have gotten there and not fronted himself off, dry snitch, then full blown snitch. Get the cops involved, bed cards, made himself look bad as fizz up, dog. Couldn't believe they didn't whip that ass. Then of course, so silent, doing way too much, just hungry for power. Called a shot on someone that got beat up. That dude goes to another dorm and he's sending kites over there, trying to get him beat up again, trying to really flex and use what power he doesn't even have. You have no power in our dorm, Silent. You barely have power on your own. So there was 3 dudes who were sloppy and all fucked up. But you know who's not sloppy and fucked up? 2 Scoops. He's a solid homeboy. We should all be loving on him and supporting him to the best of our ability. Go to the channel, Solid Behind Blue Eyes, subscribe, watch, like, comment, and just get in there and get involved. I'm going to cut the string and let it fly. Peace!